Meghan and I met some years ago, and we've been texting ever since. She reached out and said she'd love to come to the show. There was no strategy or big orchestration. I didn't tell anyone she was coming because I wanted it to stay a surprise. In fashion, real surprises are rare, and this one was beautiful. Those words came from PierPaolo Piccioli, the creative genius behind Balenciaga. And let me tell you, they dropped like a bomb in the fashion world. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, had just made her first Paris Fashion Week appearance, and it was nothing short of seismic. Editors, photographers, influencers, and even the social media algorithms themselves had to stop what they were doing to deal with it. Picture Paris, the city of lights, haute couture, and people paying $12 for croissants that taste like ambition. Models glide down runways with mechanical precision, influencers strike poses in reflective windows, and editors scribble notes furiously while mentally calculating their Instagram reach. It's organized chaos, but then Meghan enters the building, and suddenly all chaos is reorganized around her. She arrived in 2 custom Balenciaga looks, no Instagram countdown, no press release, no fanfare, just Meghan texting PierPaolo over the years, building a quiet mutual understanding, and then saying, "I'd love to come to the show." And the man, wisely, decided to keep it a secret, a real surprise. Because in fashion, as he pointed out, real surprises are rare, and this one was meant to be experienced organically. Let's pause for a second to appreciate that. Real surprises in the fashion world are virtually extinct. The industry thrives on pre-planned wow moments that are anything but surprising. Every arrival is choreographed, every moment teased, every angle anticipated. And yet here comes Meghan, walking in unannounced, effortlessly commanding the room, and creating a moment so authentic that the entire ecosystem had to stop and recalibrate. The outfits themselves were, of course, meticulously curated. One structured, bold, powerful look that demands attention and respect without saying a word. The second, softer, flowing, almost ethereal, reminding everyone that Meghan perfectly balances strength with approachability. Only Meghan could embody commanding presence and relatable elegance at the same time, leaving the fashion elite gaping behind their lenses. And the brilliance of PierPaolo's choice to keep her appearance secret cannot be overstated. While the rest of the world relies on PR campaigns, carefully staged teasers, and endless leaks to generate excitement, Meghan's presence alone became the story. Editors scrambled, photographers snapped like their cameras were on fire, and social media erupted instantly. Everyone tried to rationalize it. How did she just appear? Who approved this? Was this even allowed? Meanwhile, Meghan remained effortlessly poised, giving zero indication of the storm she had unleashed. Imagine being a journalist there. You've got your notebook, your latte, your schedule of stories to capture, expecting the usual parade of influencers and familiar faces. And then, bam! Meghan. No warning, no orchestrated fanfare, just pure, untouchable presence. The narrative is hers from the first second, and everyone else is left trying to catch up. The media frenzy was instantaneous. Hashtags multiplied across platforms, GIFs and memes appeared in real time, think pieces started writing themselves, and everyone who wasn't at the show refreshed their feeds every 5 seconds. Meghan doesn't fit into narratives. She creates them. Paris Fashion Week, in that moment, officially became Meghan Week. Her 2 custom looks were a masterclass in storytelling through fashion. The first, sharp, commanding, a declaration of confidence and authority. The second, soft and flowing, a whisper of approachability and grace. Together, they told the story of a woman who is at once powerful and relatable, poised and human, commanding attention without ever needing to shout. Paris Fashion Week had rarely seen such a duality executed with such precision and style. Meanwhile, the other attendees were scrambling. Influencers fumbled over Instagram stories, trying to create content that could compete. Editors scrambled to find the right quotes and angles. Photographers repositioned, angled, zoomed, clicked, repeated. And Meghan, calm, collected, untouchable, simply existing in the space while the entire world adjusted itself around her presence. This is the essence of the Meghan effect. She doesn't need PR stunts or social media hype to make an impact. Her authenticity, poise, and presence are more than enough. Showing up quietly, letting the moment speak for itself, is louder than any pre-planned campaign or staged media event could ever be. The impact rippled far beyond the runway. Paris Fashion Week thrives on meticulous planning, hierarchy, and staged excitement. A celebrity arrival may cause a stir. Meghan. She redefined the event. She transformed a single show into a global moment of conversation and admiration. And the beauty of it all? It was completely organic, completely her, completely untouchable. PierPaolo's words about the rarity of real surprises are critical here. In a world dominated by leaks, teases, and premeditated excitement, Meghan's ability to show up unexpectedly was revolutionary. The world could only watch in awe, and the narrative didn't end when she walked. Social media exploded. Editors, fans, and fashion enthusiasts created GIFs, memes, think pieces, and viral content. Even the tabloids, usually so eager to criticize, had to acknowledge her presence. The contrast was striking. Meghan, serene and elegant, versus a world scrambling to catch up. The timing of her appearance was flawless. Surprise, elegance, poise. The world scrambled. That is power, distilled into action. And the lesson is clear. Influence doesn't always require complicated strategy. Sometimes authenticity and presence are more than enough. Her dual outfits demonstrated an understanding of storytelling that few in fashion can replicate. One commanding, authoritative look, one soft, flowing, approachable outfit. The perfect contrast, showcasing mastery of subtlety, timing, and impact. She communicates with style, presence, and aura. Every movement, every glance, every choice speaks volumes without needing words. Meanwhile, the media tried to rationalize it all. Critics scribbled notes, bloggers wrote think pieces, tabloids screamed headlines. But Meghan doesn't need PR stunts. She is the story, the spectacle, and the narrative all in one. The other attendees were left chasing her shadow, trying to compete, failing. This is what makes Meghan a phenomenon. She doesn't need amplification. Authenticity does the work. Presence is power. Elegance is influence. Headlines follow her, naturally. Paris Fashion Week, Balenciaga, the media, and the world were all bending to her presence in real time. The takeaway for anyone watching, or anyone crafting YouTube content, is clear. Meghan dominates a room without drama, hype, or fanfare. She texts her designer, shows up unannounced, wears outfits that perfectly balance charisma and authority, and the world bends around her presence. That is Meghan 101. Paris Fashion Week will never forget this. Balenciaga will never forget it. The media, social platforms, and audiences will carry the memory of this moment forever. Meghan didn't just attend an event. She elevated it, transformed it, and made it unmistakably hers. 2 outfits, 1 appearance, countless headlines. Influence distilled into perfection, power personified. And so, as we reflect on this moment, it becomes clear that the Duchess of Sussex doesn't just make an entrance. She creates history, shapes conversations, and commands attention with elegance, poise, and authority. The world, in that Parisian golden hour, paused. And all Meghan did was exist, effortlessly, untouchably, perfectly.